Hey guys, Colleen Riddle here. You made it through a Monday. It's 5 o'clock here Central Times in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. Not sure what time it is in your part of the world, but it is the end of a Monday. And I was thinking about Mondays and how sometimes people are a little grumpy on Mondays. Are you one of those people that is a little bit grumpy on Mondays? So this morning I was laying in bed and I was a little grumpy. Now normally I'm not, because Mondays are the same as Fridays or Thursdays to me. I love what I do and have the flexibility of my schedule. But my cat, one of my cats, woke me up at 5 a.m. this morning. And if any of you know me, I am not a morning person. I don't enjoy waking up early. And so I was kind of grumbling there, and I tried to go back to sleep, and finally I just said, I'm going to go ahead and get up. And then I realized that I had gotten out of the habit of some of my rituals. And I wanted to share with you guys some of my rituals, because what I have noticed is that we get to decide at any time what kind of mood we're going to be in. Now, those of you who have had a kind of like crappy Monday, you're going to go, Colleen, whatever. Don't tell me I can just shift my mood. I'm annoyed. Somebody pissed me off today, whatever it is. But we really do have the power to shift the way we think, the way we feel. And I noticed that when I do certain things at the beginning of my day, that it really sets my day up for success. It sets my mental attitude in the right direction. And so I just thought I'd share with you, and I'd love to know what some of your rituals are. But the first thing that I do, and this is one of the things I got away from, was think of 10 things that I'm grateful for before I get out of bed. And it could just be, man, I'm so grateful I have this big snuggly bed and this awesome comforter, because I am so comfortable. It could be for my amazing husband, my 2 kitty cats that are snuggled up with me, the freedom I have to make my schedule that day. But get in that habit either right when you wake up, and then I do it again before I go to bed. In fact, I posted today that I'm going to start posting these last 10 days of May. I'm actually going to post before I go to bed just a couple things that I was grateful for throughout the day. Because when we focus on gratitude, it's amazing what starts to come our way. Unfortunately, we can get in a habit of focusing on the negative, right? Especially if some things are going wrong in our lives, and we focus on what's not going right and what we don't want to happen. And so when we can shift that and really be in tune with what we're grateful for, just watch what happens. So join me in that, if you will. And start to either begin and end the day, or end the day with gratitude, and think of just a couple things that you're grateful for. But that's one of the things I do before I get out of bed, is just list 10 things that I'm grateful for. The second thing that I do is eat a healthy breakfast. That may sound simple, but when you decide to put healthy fuel in your body to start your day, it's like, yes, I am choosing to fuel my body. And it's that it gives you power, literally, physically, and mentally. So I fuel myself with a great breakfast. And then I do personal development. So I either read, and I don't have, I am not a morning person. So, I'm not one of those people that gets up 2 hours before I need to do something so that I can get all this done. I'm talking little chunks of time. So, I usually spend about 15-20 minutes reading. And the other thing that I do before I get out of bed is just meditate and just get really quiet. And I still have to work on that. I was actually talking to my author partners about that this weekend, about needing to get better about meditating. So if any of you have any tricks and tips for meditating, drop them in the comments below. So I spend some time personal development, reading. Now, if you are not a reader, that's okay, because there's awesome options on YouTube. You can, YouTube anything that interests you as far as personal development, self-growth, inspiration, motivation. There's a great podcast that I love, and I usually listen to it on when I'm in the car. And the podcast, it's Quote of the Day podcast. And I just love it. He has different speakers on there, and he just takes snippets of their speeches, and they're about 10 minutes long. And I just love it. It's always a great message. And then you can always go back and listen to the entire speech. But that's a great way, if you're new at this and you haven't gotten in the habit of doing something to help yourself grow every day, I recommend starting there. So that's Quote of the Day. So that's one of the things I do, is spend some time on personal personal growth, personal development. And then the fourth thing that I do is visualization. So I do two things with visualization. I have my big vision of what I want in my life. And I'm going to do a whole different live on visualization and tips to help you with that. Because I have a great mentor, Richard Brooke, who has taught me amazing things in that arena. So I'll go ahead and do that another day. But the other thing I do is visualize how I don't want my day to go. And you might be thinking, oh, you can't predict how your day is going to go. But I'll tell you, on the days where I literally picture, if I'm having a meeting with someone or a lunch with someone or whatever, I visualize it. I visualize what I'm going to say, what they're going to say, and it is powerful what happens when you do that. So if you think I'm a little woo-woo, that's okay, but try it out for yourself and let me know. And don't visualize that they're going to say all these bad things. We're in control. Make up the story of what you want to happen. Visualize what you see them saying and how you respond. You can even visualize them saying an objection and how you respond to that. But that's one of the things that I do. So the 4 things that I do is list 10 things in my head before I get out of bed every morning of what I'm grateful for. I fuel myself with a powerful breakfast. I spend some time on personal development and I visualize. So those are my morning rituals, besides getting ready and doing all the other things. But those are the things that when I do those things, it makes a huge difference in my day. So I just wanted to share that with you. And if you have rituals, share them with me. I'm curious to see what you guys do, if you do any of these or all of these. But I know when I got too busy lately, I'd gotten out of the habit of some of these things. And I found myself kind of frantic throughout the days. You know that feeling where you just feel like the day gets away from you and you're not in control of your day? Like today, I did all these things and my day, I had some things thrown at me, like they're doing construction on 98. Those of you who live here, oh my gosh, it took me an hour to get somewhere. It normally takes 20 minutes. But it was weird. I didn't have this internal reaction that I often have because I set myself up mentally for a great day. So hope that was helpful for you. If you found this valuable, please share it and drop me at least one ritual that you do that makes a difference for you of setting your mental state for the day. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.